What up, home skillet?
Hey folks, it's Lee and Teresa at Stringfield Ridge Farm. We were tagged in a collaboration by Red Dutchess Farm. The collaboration was started by Jim's In-Town Gardening, and we were tagged by Red Dutchess Farm. That's some friends of ours that don't live too far away, and they have a 65-acre farm that they have a commercial greenhouse that they grow and sell plants from, and they have lots of animals, including alpacas. And Jamie at Red Dutchess Farm does alpaca fiber. And so that's a wonderful channel. If you don't know them, go over and check them out. And I'll put a link to their channel in the description below. And so we're going to start on this video called Why We Use YouTube.
YouTube.
Alright, here we go. We're going to talk about why we YouTube. And first off, I want to show you my Christmas present and our new farm dog.
Yeah, farm dog.
Come here. Come here, baby. Come here, baby. Me too.
That there's good.
Okay, go show the head.
Thanks, say.
Okay.
None I want to.
This is our new farm dog that I got for Christmas. Meet Fancy Pants. This is Fancy Pants. She is a little black Pomeranian, and she's our new farm dog. She's gonna lick everything to death.
Definitely.
Okay, so I'm going to start about why we YouTube with that a few years ago we started watching some Homestead channels on YouTube that talked about gardening and raising animals and being more self-sufficient, and it just grew from there. We just really started watching several channels, and from there you just kind of spiral into other channels, and now we are subscribed to almost 400 other YouTube channels, and most of those are homesteaders. So the first thing probably, and probably the biggest thing, that we watch YouTube and started watching YouTube for the educational purposes. There's everything that you can think of to learn on YouTube. Now, some of it might not be professional, some of it might be opinion, but even if it's opinion, you can see what other people think or what other people have done about a problem, or how other people garden and can and raise animals. And I have watched a lot of especially gardening and raising quail. We got quail last year, and I watched a whole lot of videos on raising quail. And I want to eventually get rabbits, so I've watched a bunch of videos on raising rabbits ahead of time and don't even have the rabbits yet. So, and that's a good thing to learn ahead before you get the animals. And and I have a friend who he watched a YouTube video and installed his garage door opener by watching a YouTube video. So that's how much education you can get from YouTube. And so I think education is probably the biggest thing. Is there anything that you watch besides Homestead about that would be educational?
Yeah, a lot of flint napping and like different guitar tutorials. Watch a lot of that, and a lot on primitive skills, things like that.
Preppers. I watch some preppers
Yeah,
on there too.
I've watched several preppers and stuff like that too.
Yeah, so it's very educational. You can find anything on YouTube, and a lot of it, and a lot of it is very educational. Sometimes you get somebody that it's their opinion, so you have to maybe take it with a grain of salt. But it's very educational. You can find anything on there that you could want to know about. The next thing would be entertainment. Since I have started really watching YouTube in the last 2 years. No, but I don't watch TV.
Plain and simple.
I rarely watch TV anymore. I watch more YouTube than I do TV. And we usually watch the news, but other than that, mostly we're watching YouTube channels and instead of TV. It's very entertaining.
Yeah, entertaining.
It's very entertaining, and some channels are just for entertainment, and so that kind of gets us into something else that Lee watches is music or listens to music.
Right.
That's YouTube stuff. He listens to a lot of music on there, and I watch.
I love music.
And for entertainment, I mostly watch the YouTube channels, the homesteaders and stuff. That's my entertainment as well as my education. But there's a few extra channels that I watch for entertainment that's not necessarily homesteading also. And one which is kind of educational too, but I watched a lot of painting educational painting kind of tutorials like Bob Ross.
She loves Bob Ross.
I watched a lot of that when I first started painting, and
she loves painting little happy clouds.
Roosters. I'm on Roosters.
And Roosters. I don't think he ever done a rooster, but if he did, he'd be a happy little rooster.
I'm on Roosters right now, painting roosters. I'm even thinking about coming up with my own line of roosters. Look for that to come out possibly. Never know.
Who knows?
So, another thing about YouTube that we love is the community. Once we got into doing our own videos on YouTube, we met a community of people that have been wonderful to us, and we started talking back and forth to them, and now we're fixing to go to we went last year to a get-together in Wiggins, Mississippi, Deep South Homestead. If you don't know them, you gotta watch them. Deep South Homestead. Danny and Wanda. They're wonderful and entertaining and educational and everything. They're the whole ball of wax. But they have a get-together down there in March every year, and we went last year, and we're going again this year, March 9th, and there's going to be like 50 channels, YouTube channels of people that are going to be there, plus a whole lot of subscribers that are don't have any channel are going to be there also, so there's no telling how many people are going to be there, and it's going to be a wonderful time, and that community is what is wonderful to me. We also went to Doug and Stacy, OffGrid with Doug and Stacy. They have a life conference that they do now in Hannibal, Missouri, and that's coming up, I think September. Was it September or October? Maybe October. OffGrid with Doug and Stacy. Check them out and check into their life conference. I plan to go back up there again this year to that. And there's just a wonderful community of people. And there's always get-togethers that they have. And we have met several people around this area that we've become friends with, like Red Dutchess Farm and Bub at Getting Started on Homesteading, and Andy at Andy's, he changed the name of his channel.
Yeah, it was Backyard.
Andy's Backyard. Now it's Andy's Tennessee Life. I think that's it. Andy's Tennessee Life.
Tennessee Life.
I think that's it. And there's several others around this area that we've talked to. Some that don't have a channel but are subscribers that we've talked to, and we're going to try to have a get-together sometime this year with some of them right here in our local area. So we live near,
nice.
Yeah, we live near Kentucky Lake, and so we maybe have something there this year for anybody around this area that can come. And so that's wonderful. The community has been wonderful. They help each other out, and it's just a good time. And so that's all we have. I think that was 3 things. Some people named off. Some people that got in on this collaboration named off 5 things, but I didn't really have 5 things. So that's all we have. And we're going to tag a few people.
Well, pretty much the only thing we use is for educational purposes.
Yes, mainly.
You know, so if it has something to do with education, that's what we use it for.
Yeah,
But
mostly.
as you've seen, we're more like Jay and Silent Bob. I'm Silent Bob and she's Jay, so
Good one.
there you go.
Good one. Okay, so we're going to tag a few people. A lot of people have already gotten in on this collaboration, so I was just trying to search through the people that I talked to that I didn't see that they had gotten in on this. So, and some people were tagging 10 people. I'm not sure. There's so many that have already done this. I wasn't sure I could come up with 10 or even 5, so I'm tagging a few. And people that I knew would see this also, and that is Tim and Amy's Homestead. Amy is sweet person. She does a lot of cooking videos, and she does some she's, I think, remodeling her kitchen and doing some of that, and she does a lot of cooking. Living Miracle Homestead, Kathy is really sweet. She's in Florida, I believe, and she does a lot of gardening videos. She has a few animals, but mostly shows her garden videos, and she's really sweet. She's going to be down at the Deep South Homestead Gathering. We're going to get to see her down there. And then one guy that's local close to us, and he's a big buddy of ours, is Bub at Getting Started on Homesteading. And he's always got some fun videos that will make you laugh. There's your entertainment right there. He's got a little education, but he's funny. So those are 3 great channels to check out, and I would like to see them do this video. And so that's about it. So thank y'all for watching, and give us a thumbs up and a comment and subscribe.